shocker! Mr. Poole called it literally from years ago. If you don't believe it now, you will never believe in the riddlers. David Schwartz confirmed the number 589 once again. This can't be a coincidence. Plus, he's on the loose. Okay? And there's just so much going on, guys. A crazy amount of connections. You guys ready? You may need a little bit of popcorn for today's video. Let us begin. Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are having amazing. The XRP is around $2.03. Another thing I've noticed, very stable right now. XRP is right in the very short term. Look at this. Look at this consolidation that's happening to XRP. What is this? Meaning a large move is incoming, either to the upside or downside. I'm betting lower we go before we go higher. Okay, large consolidation happening right now over the weekend. Low volume. It's about to ignite quite soon. Prepare. Literally any day now. Oh, I forgot to mention, there's actually a indirect connection to David Schwartz and buying more XRP cheap before the damn thing probably explodes. We'll talk about it in today's video. No, truly, the riddlers are in the know. Why? Now, guys, you're a fun part of XRP in the XRP community. Now, this is quite interesting. UBI for the people. Talking about UBI for today. Mr. Poole, literally in the year 2021, tweeted about UBI, which comes out to Universal Basic Income, right? The 12K for 160 residents, guys. UBI. How did Mr. Poole know, though? From years ago. And that's the only reason why we knew that this will come into play. Okay, and it is today. You guys see this? So the past proves the future and the future proves the past. You know, this tells me that whatever they say, it usually takes a few years for it to come true. Okay? So does that mean moon is near? Probably, right? Here's Binance confirming Mr. Poole. They're talking about marry Binance soon. An up arrow, right? Heading upwards forever for Mr. Poole. Go up and never stop. That's how the charts move, by the way, right? Bitcoin's chart, it's always been like this until it's not, and XRP as well. Big short for today or for tomorrow told us yesterday's pain, right? Which comes to today. Yesterday's pain equals tomorrow's gain. Will you be here? Right? Will you still be here is the main question, guys. This comes out to 12/7. Tomorrow's delta, right? Tomorrow's date. Will you still be here? Now, I know a bunch of people have left, right? The community. But the only winning move is not to play. If you can survive until 589 strikes, you'll make it. Because David Schwartz confirmed that idea here in just a second. Rich exchange. Sometimes we see bubbles from Michael Burry. Sometimes there is something to do about it. Sometimes the only winning move is not to play. Now, this account, okay, people have mentioned it could be Elon Musk behind this account. Okay, now I don't know if that's the case, but others have connected the dots that it could be. He replied to this tweet, "Yet to win, you must participate nonetheless." Okay, now check this out. The game is dedicated to all the dreaming children, but then a strange game, the only winning move is not to play. Why is that the case? Right? Because you may make mistakes if you were to play the game. Right? If you want to have a perfect record and not die at all, guess what you will do? Not even play it. You guys see that? Which will then, if the reward is 5v9, the reset, right, the collapse, the rise of the phoenix, that's all going to play out at some point. Right? So you will be there to observe and witness it. Unless if you're playing the game, then you may have to die a few times. Okay? And actually get revive. Right, spawn back in. So let's see where this takes us. Here comes David Schwartz, guys. Wow, the amount of tweets that he posted today, guys, is ridiculous. Random as well, kind of. Who knows the equation of the for the perimeter of an ellipse off the top of their head? If you don't, try working it out sometime. For a second, I thought that said eclipse, but coming down here. Someone actually cracked the code, right? Look at this. From 589, I cheated, but I found that to calculate the exact perimeter, you would need to use elliptic integrals. I happen to find those in the classic reference on elliptic integrals, page 589. Now, just another coincidence, right? So here it is, guys. Wow, seems insanity, doesn't it? The formula here. But look at this. What page? What page is this on? Right, that they're talking about elliptic integrals. Exactly. You guys see that? The page 589. Right. So that's why David Schwartz mentioned this, guys, coming back to the number 589. Right? That's a little bit crazy, isn't it? 17, 8, 589. Right? Never forget what that means. Ready? Donald Trump equal number 589. Right? The XRP standard economy. So it's always been that, guys. The number has always been stated that it is number 589. Right? Looking up into the sun, into a solar ellipse. When we talk about eclipses, right? People confuse it too. Seems like eclipses and ellipses. Well, here's David Schwartz. I think eclipse chasing a few years ago at Antarctica. Mark your calendars. There will be a Ring of Fire eclipse on February 17th, 2026. From Mr. Poole a bunch of times. Okay? And look at David Schwartz, right? What's happening to David Schwartz, guys? Awfully tweeting a lot. Coming down here, any reports I have broken my silence are false. I have never been silent long enough to have a silence to break. What does that mean? It reminds me of Arthur Britto, right? That emoji. No mouth. He's very silent. Why is David Schwartz talking about things being silent here, right? Or I guess things being loud, right? But shh is the last thing you'll hear before it's too late. What if I do feel like XRP will moon when no one is expecting such a thing to even happen in the first place, right? I feel like we're on the point, maybe, perhaps. Could it be? Post a picture of something you love that is not crypto and not a loved one from Bank XRP. Must be a photo from your phone. Okay? But David Schwartz replied to that tweet, what is that? Looking more closely, it looks like logs, doesn't it? Right? More so a what? A fireplace. A fireplace, you say? Look at this from Bearable Guy 123. A fireplace. Exact match. Not to mention, this was tweeted on December 24th, which means the bear is going to come alive sooner rather than later. His silence will break. Maybe not David's, but most definitely Bearable Guy 123. Interesting. Talking about this Christmas season, it's David Santa Claus Schwartz. Once upon a time, he did change his name too. In 2000, Hallmark created a special Christmas ornament for Monopoly's 65th anniversary. Look at what the Monopoly man is wearing. Oh my lord. What is that? A suit and a tie. The same exact outfit that the bear is wearing right here in one of his Christmas scenes. Okay, in one of his Christmas scenes, the bear is wearing the same exact outfit from the Monopoly man, and the 65th anniversary comes out to 11. Okay, which is interesting because that's the flip of the switch month, I believe. Just because Mr. Poole tweeted a bunch of times, okay, in that month about flipping the switch. The Monopoly man, right? Interesting. Same exact outfit, guys. More connections to Christmas. The plans that Ripple has for XRP are moving faster and faster, and I know you all see it. It's a shame that many do not even know what is happening. We are at the forefront of a new age, and when the bear looks up at that beautiful golden sun and blue skies, he thanks God for this opportunity for people worldwide to take advantage of this chance to buy XRP. May God bless you all, my friends. I wish you an incredible, wonderful Christmas and a fantastic New Year. He's coming back into the scene quite soon, in a couple weeks. But this is about what? Christmas and blue skies, right? David Schwartz again tweeted out today, EU president says protesters lucky to be in EU where protesting is allowed while protesters being arrested. David Schwartz is on one. Supposedly, he said he wasn't silent. Right? Where is this EU? Okay? EU is what? Look at their flag. Blue skies and a beautiful golden sun from the bear himself. Right? Elon Musk had to jump in. I mean it. Not kidding. Elon Musk is now calling for the abolition of the EU. How long before the EU is gone? Abolish the EU. What? Right, and this is the video that David Schwartz is pointing back to, talking about EU. When we talk about EU, it's what? It's our last chance to buy more XRP. Right? Look at this. You guys see this? He thanks God while looking up to EU. Right? Golden, beautiful sun and blue skies. That people have the chance to buy much more XRP. It's David Schwartz signaling something is about to appear. Right? And this is the video that he's referencing.
And first of all, to those who scream and yell here so loud, they can be happy that they are in a free country like Finland, where the free speech is a right, where they have not any restrictions.
Okay. What? EU.
If they would be in Moscow, they would be in jail in 2 minutes. Thank God we have a democracy. Thank God we have free speech.
No, I can't hold my laughter. So she's saying, you know, oh wow, this is diabolical. She's basically saying we're not China. But during her speech, this seems to be like over there, right? Where people aren't able to have free speech. So this is hilarious, right? That's what you call, unless that was planned, that's what you call divine timing. So there it is, guys. An insane amount of connections. David Schwartz is back on the loose. I hope the Mr. Pool is too. The fountain for today's video comes from Big Short. Connect the dots. 12.6 the dots rolling down the hill. Not an age of ice. Wow. Last chance to buy XRP? Maybe. We'll see. But it says Sophie's amazingness. See ya.